We have been talking about sound. We're going to keep talking about sound. So, how does sound make its way to your ears? Because when you hear sounds, it is, what is that word? Vibrations. Vibrations are making it to your ear canal. So, we are going to work with some vibrations today and see what types of materials make different types of vibrations. I want you to think about a xylophone. Have you ever seen a kid's metal xylophone? I used to have them, but I got rid of it when my kids got a little older. I'm talking about one of these. So if you use those little mallets, those little like sticks, and you pound on those different bars, they make different pitches of sound. Some are high, some are medium, some are low. So we are going to kind of experiment with our own little makeshift xylophone and see what makes a high pitch and what makes a lower pitch. So for today's experiment, you're going to need just a pencil that maybe you have it, in-person kids, you have one of these in your desk. If you're at home, just grab a pencil of some sort. And then out of your science kit in the bottom of your bag is a little nail. Be very careful with this. It is sharp and pointy at the end. In-person kids should not be keeping these. So Mrs. Smith, when they're done, make sure you collect them, please. But we're going to use this nail for something today and your pencil. And then you're going to have to find another piece of metal. In-person kids, if you look around the room, there are several pieces of metal right there beneath you. The chairs of your legs are metal, and the chairs of your legs, the legs of your chairs are metal, and the legs of your table are metal. So you can use those because we need different lengths of metal. This would be a small length, so we need something that's a longer length, which obviously your chair and the legs of your chair and desk would be. At home, kids, you guys can find something. Now, this is a butter knife, so it's safe. You can find something that's metal, maybe in your silverware drawer if you have metal there. Or you may look around, like I see the leg of my table is metal, or the lamp, my floor lamp is metal. So you're going to want to find some things that are metal. You may need like a jacket or something, because when I beat on my nail, it doesn't really make a ding noise because my hand is doing what to the vibration? Look. What is my hand doing to the vibrations? It's stopping it. Remember when I did my rubber band and I had my rubber band was vibrating? If I make it vibrate, if I touch it, it's automatically going to stop the vibrations. Your hand stops the vibrations. If I don't touch it, it keeps going. So you need to put the nail down on something like a shirt or coat or jacket or a book bag or something that will help it still vibrate, but and not stop the vibrations. If you just put it on your desk, that may not work. So I have on my desk, I have my nail on a piece of, this is my old, or a shirt. And then I have this butter knife. Now I'm going to actually hold that because if that one is so big that sometimes it stops the vibrations. So you have to kind of experiment. What do you think? Which one is going to be the higher pitch, the higher sound and a little bit lower sound? When I strike the nail or when I strike the knife, which one is higher? So that's what you're going to do. You are going to go experiment and decide which items, if it's a long piece of metal that does not have anything interrupting the vibrations, does it make a higher pitch or a lower pitch? Okay. Something else you can try is what happens when you stop that vibration. So does my knife or my nail or the leg of my chair make the same sound if I'm touching it and striking it as if I'm not touching it and striking it? So I do want you to go, I want you to pause this and I want you to go experiment and answer my question. What has a higher pitch? Something smaller that's metal or something longer that's metal? Go experiment. If you've already done the experiment, fantastic. Let's talk about the results. If you haven't done it yet, pause it and go do it. This is the fun part where you get to be the scientist. So which one was it? Was the small piece higher or the long piece higher? You should have said the small piece. If I strike that nail, I hear that really high-pitched sound. Do you hear how we have different sounds? One is higher and one is lower. Now, one thing that's interesting now, this is something you guys should not be messing with, but I was looking for another piece of long metal without having to move my camera around to a leg. I have a bigger knife here, and this is even longer than this one. So if this is high and this is low, this should be what? Even lower. So let's try it. Yeah, it's like my own little xylophone. So that's why you can make your own little xylophone, but do not use a dangerous knife. But you can use lengths of metal. Now, sometimes I notice that I found different results when I hit my floor lamp, which is very big, very tall. You can see it here. That's a really long pole, so I figured it would be the deepest sound of them all, and it wasn't. But then I started thinking about why would that be? And so think about it. Why would a sound not, if it was longer, why would it not make a deeper sound? What could affect the sound that it makes? Maybe the fact of what it's touching, maybe touching the carpet is stopping the vibration, or maybe the fact that it has like the light stuff, the light fixture coming out of the top, maybe it affects the sound. Maybe it's the way I hit it. Maybe I hit it with an eraser or the metal or the wood. So there are variables that would affect your results. So you might not have gotten the same results as me. Speaking of results, the next video clip, the next link is a video I want you to watch, and it is about striking different lengths of metal. It's similar to us striking different lengths of metal. They're going to show you how you can make a xylophone out of glass cups and water. So while it's not metal, we're talking about things that are filled with more or less liquid. So instead of length, more or less, longer, shorter, it's less and more, longer, shorter amounts of liquid. And I want you to think about what variables would change this experiment to get different sounds. So remember, variable is something that you can change in an experiment. If I wanted to make my sounds different than the glasses they have there, what could I change? So go ahead and stop this video, watch the next video. And you can always make these at home if you have glass glasses.